Hey guys!
Hey!
We are back and better than ever. We are back at Alfa Motors. Our friends at Alfa Motors invited us to come and see a one-of-a-kind vehicle, the fastest moving piece of machinery you have ever seen. Okay?
Let me just break it down for everyone here real quick. This is the fastest sedan on the planet.
Literally the whole planet. This car has beat out the BMW M3. It's beat
Competition edition.
And it beat out the Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG S.
And it's quicker around the track. It's faster from 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 as you say over here. It is blisteringly quick.
It is ridiculous. I will definitely say this. This car was recently featured
by Car Magazine
South Africa, and it proved exactly what we're saying, that it beats out the M3 and it beats out the C63. I mean, we have kind of now coined it between the two of us as
the M3 killer.
M3 killer, that's what we're calling it. Okay.
So without further ado, once again, thanks to Alfa Motors for inviting us over to feature this lovely car, or lovely lady as we say it.
Yes.
So
let's go.
We'd like to introduce you to the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. Alright guys, so we're in the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio.
Oh, I've been saying Quadrifoglio.
No, it's the Quadrifoglio.
Just tells you I'm not Italian.
So yeah, and so this here is what Car Magazine called the M3 beater.
For all you BMWers.
So this car literally is just mind-blowing. So I mean, obviously, as we mentioned before, it's ridiculously fast, it's ridiculously quick. Around a track, 0 to 100, it blows your mind away. But let's have a look inside here at the interior, and you know, the first thing you notice is in true Alfa Romeo fashion, everything in here is minimalist.
Extremely.
Right?
And the carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber everywhere.
Literally, drive shaft, everything, carbon fiber.
Yeah, and I mean, you literally you see that like as a central theme. I mean, the entire dash panel, the back of our seats.
Like literally, our seats
are made from carbon fiber.
It's crazy.
So it's and I think that was the whole idea, to get the weight down as low as possible, so it actually becomes the fastest sedan on the planet.
Yep.
And they succeeded.
I hope you're enjoying the show. For your car insurance premiums, dial the number below for a quote. Bye!
Alright guys, so we're here in the Giulia with Riaz Bamji from Alfa Motors. He's been so kind as to let us film this car, and he's ready to take us out for a test drive. It sounds really exciting, so I think you guys are really going to enjoy this as much as Kemo and I are going to enjoy this ride.
This is going to be a good one. I'm so excited.
So guys, let's ask Riaz some questions. Riaz, we have a couple of questions for you, since you obviously know this car like the palm of your hands. So first things first, tell us a little bit about this car. I understand the engine is built by Ferrari, am I right?
Correct. It was designed by Ferrari engineers. The vehicle, Alfa is part of Fiat. Fiat is the sister company of Ferrari, so that's where the heritage comes from. Designed by two Ferrari engineers based on the F1548. And those were V8 Ferrari engines. The vehicle itself, it's a 2.9 liter V6 bi-turbo It has 375 kilowatts. It's the fastest production sedan in the world. It holds the record for the fastest lap time on the Nürburgring. Competitors would be the M3 and the C63. So this car, we would classify it as it's the fastest and the quickest. Fastest being top speed of 307 kilometers per hour, whereas the other two would be governed to around 250, 257.
Yeah.
The quickest is because 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. Currently got it in, it's got Alfa DNA, which is basically just the transmission system on the Alfa. So the DNA stands for, D is dynamic, which is kind of a semi-sport mode. Then you have N, which is neutral, just like normal mode in town. And then you have A, which is more of a fuel efficient mode. And on this particular, the QV, we have also the race mode. So on the race mode, you'd get basically optimum performance from the vehicle. Wow. So currently we driving in dynamic mode, since we just we in the perimeters of the city and we just progressing towards the open road. That's when you get it into dynamic.
All right.
Into race
into
mode.
race mode, right?
Okay, so we're gonna put it into race mode now.
Wow!
And put it there.
Did you hear that?
I wish y'all. Ooh, 120 speed limit, baby.
Oh my
You see the
word!
dynamics of the vehicle changes
Completely transformed.
When you do put it into race mode, however, it disengages the traction control.
I
So
see.
you know, as a driver, you've got to be very alert on the roads because you could experience some wheel spin and you have
Might lose
to
control.
Yes. So obviously you've got to take precautions and drive cautiously as well. But you're still going to feel the performance of the vehicle.
Yeah. It was literally, you know, I keep saying this about a lot of cars, but you know, you have this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde button where the car just like completely transforms. And that's literally what this was like. I mean, you just hear the exhaust just, listen to that. Listen to that. Listen to that. Oh my goodness. That.
Incredible.
And on that note, Riaz, thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Arjun.
We
Always a pleasure.
absolutely enjoyed it. We had so much fun. Guys, I'm going to say it again. Come over to Malapa Motors. Take a look at this gorgeous car. Have a look at some of the Jeeps they have there, the Chryslers, the Fiats. They've got a wide selection of some beautiful, beautiful cars. Be sure to pay them a visit. And thank you so much once again for your hospitality. We really appreciate it.
Most welcome.
So guys, I'm just gonna give you a second to pick your brain matter up off the floor. I know your mind is absolutely blown. Mine was absolutely blown.
Guys, I mean, this car is ridiculous and it's so incredible to have one right here in Gabs. If you're interested in checking out this car, this gorgeous million Pula car, come have a look at Malapa Motors. Take it out for a test drive. Go have some fun, and you know, I can guarantee you, you won't be the same when you're done.
You won't. You won't. You might actually hate your car. So do torture yourself and come see it at Malapa Motors.
So once again, we'd like to thank Malapa Motors for having us over,
Incredible.
for inviting us to feature this gorgeous car.
They have amazing hospitality here. Please do come visit
We
them.
love them, they love us.
It's awesome. And they have a range of cars. You know, you might want a Jeep too, so come on over. But right now, come. If you can get this, come get this, baby.
Yeah. And we'd also love to thank Alpha Direct Insurance Company, our content producers, and of course the Voice newspaper, which is our distribution partners. They've been absolute hosts and the absolute best partners we could have ever hoped for. thank you to them for letting us bring this content out to you. And tune in again for the next episode. You never know what we're gonna have.
And thank you so much for all your comments. We do read them. We will, and please continue sharing, continue liking. I promise you, we will fulfill every single one of your desires in time. We will be doing a whole range of cars. We see your demands, and we will definitely fulfill them.
So, write out in the comments below, like, give us a big thumbs up, and of course share. Share. Get the message out there.
Show the people the future.
Yes. Autospot, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.